Wicked.
Wicked.
Waka waka weep.
What?
Huh?
Now entering Nerdist.com.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Half Hour Happy Hour with Allison and Alex. I'm Alex Albrecht.
I'm Allison Hayslip, and for about the next 30-ish minutes, Alex and I are going to have an adult beverage and chat about the interesting things that we found on the interwebs this week.
You know who else is going to be imbibing in an adult beverage?
Who?
The best sidekick on the face of the earth.
You lie.
I do. He's not here, but sitting in his chair is the one and only Tom Super Volcano Krajewski.
Hey,
how you doing there, Tom?
How you? Good.
Well, how's everybody been?
Yeah.
Good.
New week.
Fresh. I know. We're like
Fresh.
all like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed
Not
this
hungover
morning.
today,
I know. I
surprisingly.
didn't drink last night.
Yeah.
I'm
I
like,
didn't drink last night
I
either.
woke up so early this morning. Did you notice I was not late today?
That
I'm almost
was
always
rare.
a couple minutes late.
Yeah.
Today I was right on time. It's because I didn't drink
And
Friday
by the
night.
way,
What?
not only on time, but done up.
Oh, yeah, because I have a brunch after this.
Yeah, because sometimes you'll be like, I'm a little late, and then you show up and you're like in pajamas still.
Yeah, and no makeup and
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, I actually have makeup on today.
I like it. You look
Yeah.
great.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Look at this. This is the best
But
day.
you mean I look great without makeup on too, right?
Of course.
Good, thank you.
Most definitely.
Yeah, wonderful.
You just look great all the time.
Thank you.
This
There
is
we
why,
go.
really, everybody at home, it is a shame, a crying shame that this is not a video podcast. And not because of the guns sitting next to me on Super Volcano.
I know, your arms, man.
Or the glorious bouffant on my head.
Your hair's
that
pretty
hair is
phenomenal.
gorgeous.
But
Love
because your eyeballs don't get to consume Allison Hayslip.
But you know where your eyeballs can
Yes.
consume all of this?
What a transition!
That was
Flip.
really good, right?
That was great.
We didn't even plan that
I didn't even
segue.
notice it. All of a sudden, I was like, I feel like we're talking about something else. Oh my God, it
I
happened.
know, but we are going to do a live taping at WonderCon on March
WonderCon.
25th. March 25th, correct?
March 25th, Friday.
9 p.m. Friday
9 p.m.
at 9 p.m. So please have a few alcoholic beverages before you come. 'cause
We sure as hell will.
We
Oh,
will
yeah.
be doing that as well. And come watch. I'm assuming we'll actually be recording about an hour that day.
Probably.
Yeah. But come watch us do this live in person and see that we actually have no idea what we're doing anytime.
I'm just excited because, we did that live show at Comic-Con,
Yeah,
and
it
it
was
was
great.
so sort of like, not spur of the moment last minute, but it really did feel sort of like, I have no idea what we're doing. We just showed up. We were like, let's just
And
make
they
this happen.
handed us mics
You
and
literally,
bottles of wine.
Yeah,
And they were like,
we were
"Go."
like, this is the best. First off, why do we not have them every week? Somebody that we
know.
just show up and like, our mics are set. I mean, like the mics
We
take
do.
5
What are you talking
seconds to
about?
set up.
Our mics are set up. Unless
I know.
your wife has a gig.
Yeah, and then she unsets up the mics, which is like, come on.
Yeah, unsets up.
So rude to unset up mics. You can't unset up. Anything exciting and fun happen this week?
Well, I made an observation this week.
Ooh, I
just
love
one.
those.
Just one observation over the whole
That's
week.
enough.
I went and saw a show. So I'm a season ticket holder to the Mark Taper Theater in downtown
cool.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Fancy.
I've been doing it for a couple of years. I highly recommend it if
Yep.
you live in LA. You get, I think, 6 shows for under $200.
Ooh,
and
that's
then
good.
and then it guarantees.
Especially at the Taper.
Yeah, it guarantees that I go to the theater.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I actually go and support live theater, and
Yeah.
that's one of the best ones in Los Angeles. It's great.
And it's hard in LA. Like LA is a weird town
Yeah,
for
for
live
theater. Yeah,
Like New York
exactly.
is like you can't like come out of a bar and you're in live theater.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, but here in LA, it's like you gotta work on it.
And they put on some spectacular shows at the Taper.
Yeah.
They also every once in a while put on a really fucking weird show, and I'm
Yeah.
like, well, all right, I saw that, but
Yeah.
but it's still an experience, you
Yeah.
know. So I went and saw one this past week. It was called, I think it's closing, so unfortunately, I don't think like you might be able to catch it this week when you're listening to this.
Got it.
But it's called The Mysteries of Love and Sex, or The Mysteries of Sex and Love. I might be flipping those two words.
Yeah, I saw somebody else that went to that on Twitter. I saw
yeah.
somebody that my buddy True was like, "Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
God, you have to go down and see this."
And it's a really good show. But what I realized watching the show is I feel like any play written after 2000
okay.
has to involve nudity.
Oh.
I
that's
don't
funny.
think I've seen a play written after that year that doesn't involve some actors just completely
Right.
stripping on stage.
What do you think about that? Like, so first off, for me, like I'm not a prude, but
Right.
in movies, most of the time I go, I didn't need to see the nudity in order to get the
Yeah.
movie story.
Yeah.
But in live theater, it is one of the most uncomfortable things ever.
well,
Because I'm like, oh my God, that's a naked person, and oh my God, and they're real, and they're right there.
Yeah.
Like there's no.
And in
it
this
makes me
play,
uncomfortable.
both a man and a woman get naked.
Yeah.
Not at the same time, thankfully. I think that would honestly make me feel more.
Yeah, I've seen
awkward.
I saw like full on. My
Yeah.
buddy was in a sex scene on stage.
Yeah.
and I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
And it's not. I mean, I'm not. Male, female, either way, it's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those dudes that's like, I see a penis, now I'm uncomfortable.
No.
It's just like any nudity, I'm like,
Because
her boob is out. Oh my God, somebody tell her.
It's because you immediately get uncomfortable for the person.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Which is weird because they're the least ones that care about it. They're like, hey, I'm naked on stage.
I don't know. That's
care.
not true.
Yeah,
that's not true at all. No,
Really?
because I've never gotten naked on stage, but I've
Right.
definitely had to like
That
take off
Vegas
my
thing,
shirt
right?
and I'm in my bra.
Yeah.
And I remember in our dress rehearsal, the first time I did it, the instant I took my shirt off, I was like,
I want to put this back on.
Yeah, I literally spaced on all of my lines.
Yeah.
Thank God it was a rehearsal, but
Yeah.
like my brain just went blank because I was like, oh God, I'm in a bra in front of like in a huge
People.
theater.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, there weren't a lot. I mean, there were people.
No, but
not
even
a
if
ton.
it's like 5 people that you are just not sexually active
So-
with, you're like, what? Can I put my shirt back on?
So I don't think like I would. Deign to believe, is that a phrase? Deign
It is,
deign
yeah.
to believe.
Yeah, I deign to believe it's a phrase.
Sure. Okay. Why not?
I'm gonna deign to believe that.
I'm sure the first time these people did it,
Yeah.
it sucked and they
Yeah.
freaked and
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I think there's like a power behind it.
Yeah,
It's almost like what I was talking about when I went to the spa and no one and everyone had their clothes on and I was like, well, you know what? I'd actually be totally fine being naked.
Yeah.
I just don't want to make the other like.
Right.
Because I've gotten to the point where if I'm in a spa, I understand that I feel comfortable.
Right, yeah,
I'm sure those people have gotten to a point where if they're on a stage, they
Yeah.
feel comfortable and
That's
they
what I
understand
was-
it's for the art. And
Yeah.
and and neither one of them got naked in a overtly sexual way. I think
Well, that's
that's
interesting.
that's a difference too.
But were they attractive?
Yeah,
Good.
Yeah. One of them was Mae Whitman, who was on Parenthood.
Who? What?
Huh?
Mae Whitman.
Mae Whitman.
Oh, I know Mae. Yeah.
Yeah,
Whitman.
she was on
I know
Parenthood.
that name. Yeah.
She's also
gets
like
naked in that?
she's like a kid. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I know her personally. I'm gonna go see it.
Oh, you know.
But that
Not
brings
that
up another
well.
thing. That becomes another thing where you're sort of like, what if your friend's an actress and you're like, I've seen you so naked.
I know.
I don't want to know that.
I know.
You know what I mean?
but
Would you ever do nudity like in a movie? Because I also think about
it
this
would
with Heather with like
absolutely-
fucking
Yeah.
Game of Thrones. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
shit that's like
So-
high quality art where it's like, yes, but you also have to show everything.
So this is my thing. I would. It would have to depend on a project to project basis and whatever.
course, of
and I
course.
have auditioned for things that would not
Require it.
necessarily require it, but they're like, we want to know if you're comfortable with it.
Right.
And when you audition for those things, they have to tell you up front.
Of course.
And they will ask you most of the time on camera what you're comfortable with.
Right.
And my response is always, look, I would be Marjorie in Game of Thrones, but I would not be prostitute number 3 that Tyrion hooks
Right.
up
Right.
with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I'm
yeah.
not going to be a naked sextra.
Right.
I'm going to be.
But think
I will
about
be a
it.
character.
What's her name? Natalie Dormer?
Dormer.
Is that
Dormier,
it?
something like that?
Whatever.
Yeah.
She got on Game of Thrones and she literally got full frontal naked in her very first episode.
Yeah.
You've never seen her naked again, and she has one of the coolest fucking story arcs
Yeah.
in the entire show.
Yeah, of course.
I would absolutely do that role.
Yeah, totally.
Margot Robbie in Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that she got full frontal naked?
I don't.
No.
I don't
You
even remember she was in
I
Wolf
do.
of Wall Street.
Yeah, she's the blonde girl. She's the wife.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
the-
yeah.
But that's what I mean. Almost no one remembers that she got naked because she was so fucking good in the movie.
Yeah.
And the character was incredible.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of stuff like, well, also I don't look like Margot Robbie naked, but
We'll be
that
the
would
judge of that.
Yeah. All right. This sounds like a challenge.
I don't know if I would be
Mr.
comfortable.
Skin.
Yeah, I don't know if I would be comfortable enough like being totally naked and walking out in front of Leonardo DiCaprio in a pair of heels. That
Yeah,
would probably
that was-
I'd probably like die of a brain aneurysm at that moment.
Yeah.
But
You'd have to
you know what I
rehearse that
mean?
a lot.
Yeah.
In order to be like,
Yeah.
I feel cool and sexy right now,
Right.
instead of like, one of these heels is going to turn. Fuck.
Yep. So
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
So
that's
it would
interesting.
entirely depend on
The project.
project.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But also live theater, I just think it should be. There's
Yeah.
no.
Oh well, no. My point is that I feel like the only way to up the wow factor in live theater for newer shows is to include nudity. It just seems to be like that's the trend.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's almost like if you don't have that, then you're not even pushing. You're
Yeah.
not even close to the boundary.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the next Susicle.
Oh my gosh,
That would be fantastic.
I saw Seussical when I was in college. A guy took me on a date to go see Seussical.
So terrible.
How did that go?
Well, you know what's hilarious is that it was one of these moments. I'm like inept at being able to tell when guys are into me or not.
Oh,
and
okay.
this was a big sign. And so he was like, "Yeah, I got these tickets," and blah blah blah. I was like, "All right, cool." And I went to my roommates. I was like, I don't know if it's a date. Is this a date? She's like, if he shows up wearing a tie, it's a date. And he came and picked me up at my dorm room.
Yeah.
Wearing a tie, and I was
Boom.
like, "Fuck!"
Oh, you didn't want it to be a date?
No, I didn't want it to be
Oh.
a date.
Here's a hint. Anytime a guy asks you to do something with them, it's a date.
Nah, but you don't know my life.
I don't know.
I have like
No, and I don't mean like friends
Yeah.
that you have like friends.
Right,
Anybody new guy in your life
Yeah.
that asks you to do anything,
It's a
that
date.
is a date.
okay.
There is no world.
Shit, why am I just figuring this out in my
There's
30s?
no world in which a guy goes, you know what? I think she'd be cool to have dinner with. I mean, I'm not sexually attracted to her.
Right.
We should just go get dinner. That does not
That
happen.
doesn't
Sad
exist.
and true.
Unless
Damn
they're
it.
gay, married, or
Lonely.
married and want to still bang you. I'm seriously, that should be the.
Damn
I don't know
it.
why don't girls not get that? I feel like guys, like every time I've been like, it's so
You
clear.
know why? Because we want to believe
yeah,
that who we are as a person
yeah.
can trump what we are as a person.
No, but that
That was really brilliant what I just said.
that's great. That's a new
wait,
T-shirt.
I need to say it again.
Okay, say it again.
We want to believe that who we are as a person trumps what we are as a person.
Yes.
Yes.
I'd
Oh,
agree
I
with
just-
that.
I got so excited I hit my teeth on the mic.
That's good.
Ah.
That's because you're thinking about who you are, not
Yeah.
your teeth, which is
Yeah.
what you are.
So I like to believe that I am cool. Yeah.
No, but here's the thing. Yes, yes, but that doesn't mean that who you are isn't what is attractive about you.
Well, right, but I feel like what you're saying is like if a guy is like, "Oh, you're cool and you have boobs, great, I want to date you or take you on a date."
Yeah, what's wrong with that? Isn't that how it
No,
works?
I'm just we
You're cool and you have boobs and I like boobs because I'm a guy
Yeah.
looking for a girl.
I don't know. I guess I just meet people and I'm like, okay, you're cool. Whether like
Yeah.
beyond the fact of you being male or female, you're cool. You're a human being I want to hang out with. And then
Yeah.
if I figure out that there's something else there, then I go, okay, maybe I'd want to date
Interesting.
you.
Yeah,
Or
that's not how guys
if you're
think.
just beautiful, if you're just like a beautiful man who walks into my life and I'm
Right.
like, oh, never mind. I don't care who you are. I like what you are.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't. Guys just don't. That's not a guy.
I
That's not a
know.
thing.
I know.
Guys are like, I have friends.
Yeah.
What I don't have is somebody to
Yeah. See, the problem with that is
hang
like,
out with,
yeah.
quote unquote.
The problem with that is like any guy I start dating quickly realizes that I have a lot of male friends, and it's really
that's tough. It can
They
be
get
tough
jealous?
for a lot of guys.
It's hard for them to realize that like my guy, like I legitimately. My male friends in my life are not a threat to a relationship I would have in my life.
of course.
Yeah,
But some guys don't understand that.
right, exactly. That's always a
guys
hurdle
are also,
I have to get over.
guys are also. I mean, I put myself squarely in this category. Like I'm a jealous motherfucker.
Are you really?
Oh,
Really?
100%. 100%.
Like I used to be. Now,
So
like, don't
funny.
give a crap.
Well, no, I used to be.
I used to be. I'm just like,
No, I mean,
happy.
I
I'm
used
like,
to
don't
be.
know.
I used to be way more. I mean, early in any relationship, I'm like,
Yeah, I can see
I'm
that.
like a dark, jealous fucker.
wow.
I can see that because you're still
Wow.
trying to get to know them, see if they're cheaters, or try to really
Yeah.
get to.
Yeah,
See,
I
what,
just- yeah.
I don't know if this is good what I do. I mean, I'm single, so it's probably not. But what I try to do is like, as soon as this is coming out of my mouth,
You're like,
it
this
sounds
is,
wrong.
This is the bad thing.
But I try to incorporate my male friends into conversation as quickly as possible, so these
Yeah.
people know that they are around, but also understand what the friendship is. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
like I'll talk about a buddy of mine, and then immediately be like, "Oh, but he's like hooking up with this chick, and it's a nightmare." And blah blah blah. To be like, you know,
Yeah.
he's not a threat. He's got his
Yeah,
own
yeah,
shit
yeah.
going on, but you need to know that he's a part of my life because he texts me 20 times a day. You know?
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
My wife has a lot more guy friends than girlfriends, and I think it's awesome.
That's why I like your
so,
wife.
yeah, I wish she'd go hang out with those guys more so I can have time to play some Fallout.
There you go. There you go.
Amazing.
Please, honey, go hang out with your guy friends.
Go
Please get
hang.
some guy friend hang.
Guy friend
Oh
hang.
God, I love it. It's weird. It's a balance.
Yeah, it's
and as
totally
you get
balance.
older, you acquire more and more friends. That
Yeah.
you have, especially, and then the
Although I feel like I'm at a point where I'm like, you know what? If I don't really like you, I don't need to put the energy in keeping you around.
oh,
Absolutely.
you definitely hit that level where you're like, you know
Yeah.
what? What am I? The other thing is, it's sort of like, what am I getting out of this? You know what I mean? Like, if it's just a sort of one-way street, it's like
Yeah.
I got a lot of two-way streets I'd rather spend time with than one-way streets.
Right.
I don't know exactly what that means.
I was just thinking.
I want to go spend time with
My
this two-way
two-way
street
street.
over here.
My buddy over here has got a two-way street, and I don't know what this one-way street is all
This
about.
just became weirdly
I'm getting
sexual
all
again.
Super weirdly sexual.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of
Weirdly sexual?
super weird,
Super weird? Segue?
segue?
it wasn't
That was
as good as
bad.
my
that was,
segue.
That was actually pretty atrocious.
No, it was
This is our
perfect.
segue.
I say so.
This is our segue.
We've totally sold out and we have our first ad.
Yay!
Woo! I hope everyone's clapping for
The
us.
system works.
I'm so excited for this because I actually get this stuff.
Yeah, this is a great. No, I'm. So, yeah, it's so good that it's not like
Yeah.
the
You
big
guys,
diapers.
This episode, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, it'd be like
Adult
be appropriate.
diapers.
adult
by the way.
diaper. Yeah, no
it's not.
shit.
You guys, people listening at home,
Listen,
subscribers, all you amazing human beings.
Wunderkinds.
This episode of the Half Hour Happy Hour with Allison and Alex is brought to you by Loot Crate.
Yeah, baby.
Loot Crate. Now, I'm hoping the majority of you just went, fuck yeah, Loot Crate.
Yes.
But for those of you who don't know what Loot Crate is,
Educate them.
I'm going to educate your minds right now.
Be educated.
Loot Crate is a monthly subscription box service for epic geek and gamer items and pop culture gear.
Yes.
Yes, here you go. So for less than $20 a month, you get 4 to 8 items that include licensed gear, apparel, collectibles, and unique one-of-a-kind items, and so much more.
I'm so excited.
Okay, so I'll get
want
through
my
this,
crate.
and then
I
I'll
want my
explain what
crate.
I have. Okay, here's the deal. You have until the 19th at 9 p.m. Pacific to subscribe and receive that month's crate, and when the cutoff happens, it's over. It's it. That's it.
So
You're
March
done.
19th.
No, the 19th of any month.
Right, but so
if you
like
wanna
this
get,
month,
yes.
you want March box.
If you want March box.
March box, which has got to be amazing.
Yeah.
March box.
You
March
have to
box,
subscribe by the 19th at
of
9
March.
p.m. Pacific time. So
Pacific.
those of you on the East Coast, you have till midnight of the
Ooh,
19th.
But don't push it. You'll go to sleep.
And
it'd
then,
be like the gremlins of
so,
lunch of
so real
Loot
quick,
Crate.
here's
you fed him. You fed him before midnight.
I know, right?
Or
It's
after midnight.
It's after midnight everywhere.
Yeah, it's always after midnight.
Okay, so to get your Loot Crate, make sure you head to www.lootcrate.com/HH.
For half hour happy hour,
Wait, yes. Well, just for half hour. It's only 2 H's.
I hyphenate everything.
Okay, great. And so go to www.lootcrate.com. That's LOOTCRATE.com/HH. Enter the code capital H, capital H. I'm sure the capitals
Ooh.
don't matter, but I said it that way.
Hey, in case they do.
Yeah.
Enter the code HH, and you get to save $3 on any new subscription.
What?
Yep.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
So here's the deal. Loot Crate is like a friend who knows you and you love and surprises you with an awesome present each month. They ship to over 27 countries.
Dude.
Yeah.
There's more than 27
Right?
countries now.
What? I thought there was 12.
No, what?
Atlanta.
Yeah, no. But also, Loot Crate is also an entire community of fans that share their experience and they interact with each other around the unboxing of each month's crate. So, like,
Ooh.
there's unboxing videos and things like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Loot Crate guarantees $40 plus in value in every crate, and sometimes it is a whole lot more. I've gotten some super awesome crates.
Yeah.
How many? You've gotten Loot Crates, right?
Not yet.
Are you serious?
I'm going to sign up right now.
Oh, you should.
I'm gonna
I've
use
probably
the
gotten
code.
like 4.
Yeah.
I've probably gotten like 4 or 5 Loot Crates in my life, and they're rad. Like the last one I got was a Star Wars themed Loot Crate. So it gave me BB-8 luggage tags,
Oh, that's adorable.
a sweet T-shirt that was Han and Chewie playing. What's the thing that they beat in 8 parsecs or 12 parsecs or whatever?
The Kessel Run.
The Kessel Run.
Run?
They're playing.
Amazing.
They're playing a Kessel Run stand-up arcade game.
That's epic.
I got
That's
one of
great.
those.
I want that shirt.
Yeah.
What are those things? Those pop, like the big head dolls. You know what I'm talking about? Those.
Yeah,
those
Yeah,
little
the,
the pop head dolls.
yeah. I got one of Finn.
Ooh. Ooh.
I got a bookmark that contains a cell of actual footage from the movies.
Holy crap.
Yeah, you get awesome shit with this
Wait,
stuff.
also, doesn't the box unfold into something like a
Yeah.
cool diorama?
and the
Like-
box itself can be
Yeah.
something. Yeah,
What?
it's so cool.
Oh, jeez.
So every month there is a different theme, and all items are curated around that theme. Themes are inspired by major movie and video game releases, as well as pulling from pop culture franchises we all know and love.
Love it.
Previous crates have been Star Wars, like I said, Marvel, The Walking Dead, The Legend of Zelda, and so many more. So March.
Legend of Zelda.
So listen, people, this is March's Loot Crate.
Oh, they talk. We know.
We know what March's Loot Crate is.
Oh,
Yeah.
no longer a mystery.
The theme of March is versus, celebrating some of the greatest rivalries in pop culture. Dark Knight versus Man of Steel,
Ooh.
Alien versus Predator, Spock versus Mirror Universe Spock.
Dude, Spock versus Dark Spock.
Or what if it was Spock versus Spork? That'd be hilarious.
What if it was Smock versus Spork?
Smock versus Spork. That's not in there.
It was an artist's Smock
Yes.
and a Spork.
And a Spork, and they were like, "What?"
I guess this is why nobody wants to buy Alex's shitty crate, which you can get.
Okay, you guys. Here's the big deal: the items are exclusive.
Ooh,
You can only get them through Loot Crate, and it always includes
cool.
something you can display, something you can wear, and something you can use.
that's rad.
And then you always get a tea and a loot pin.
What?
So,
Dude, I'm in.
yeah,
First sponsor, that's a good one.
that was a great one.
Chachanga.
Yeah, like what if we had to do like MailChimp or something like that? That's
Not
cereal.
that we'd be against MailChimp,
No.
but
But it would
check
be.
clears.
I'm
Yeah,
just
whatever.
saying.
yeah.
It would be harder to incorporate. Like this
Yeah.
one was fucking perfect.
It's very
Yeah.
us.
So thank you, Loot Crate, for choosing us. Oh, let me say the website one more time.
Yes, and
Go
thank
get a Loot
you
Crate.
for choosing Loot Crate.
Yeah,
Right.
www.lootcrate.com/HH and enter the code HH and you save $3 on any new subscription.
So much HHing.
It's rad. I gotta be
much
honest,
HH.
you guys. This is how I did most. I'm not saying this is consciously how I did most of my Christmas shopping last year.
Yeah.
But I was given so many of these Loot Crates, and I was in all of them. There's awesome shit, but there's also some stuff where I'm like, I don't really need this, and I would save it, and I gifted all of it during Christmas.
smart.
I was like, oh, this. I don't have to just randomly
That's
hold
so
on
smart.
to this. So
Alex and I don't remember getting any of those presents. From
I got you
Alex.
guys awesome like the happy.
yeah.
Yeah, what
I
happened
still
to
have my
those?
half-hour mug.
Good,
It's-
you better. You should
it
be
says
drinking
happy
out of
hour.
them all the time.
I should see if
true.
it.
But my point
supports-
is like out of all the
liver.
shit you get in the Loot Crate, there might be one or two items you don't want, and then you use them as presents.
I love it.
Perfect.
So
Yeah.
great. Sells itself. Hey,
It's great.
let's have some emails.
Email.
First off, this is one of these emails that I was just like, well, I have to read this. It just says, "Hi,
hi.
What?
dear
Was it
Allison,
spam?
Alex, and Super Volcano.
Yes.
I was told email. I do email from Joe.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe.
That's the email. Nice work.
I love it, Joe.
Nice work.
Joe basically just rickrolled us, and
So
I'm okay with
eloquent.
it.
He did
Yeah, that was
he
good.
did what we all wanted him to do,
Yeah.
which was email us.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I starred one.
you starred one.
Yeah, I actually went into our email
I
account
might have
this week.
I might have unstarred it.
You're an asshole.
I love you. Well, because I was just setting it all up
That
for
should
today.
be a T-shirt. You're an asshole. I love you.
You're an asshole. I love you. It's what
Yeah.
was written in the script for Star Wars.
Yes.
And Harrison,
it
they all just
became, I love
changed
you,
it.
I know.
I know.
Yep.
Instead of, you're an asshole. I love you. What time is it? I feel like we got to get into some stories. 20 minutes in. So I'm going to get some emails that have stories.
Okay, good.
So that way we do both.
Great. I love
we
it.
do gun.
We do gun.
We do gun.
We do segue is what we
do
do.
segue.
This episode is the segue episode.
Well, that one's about concussion. All right, let's try this one. Here we go. Time travel
What?
is possibly possible.
Oh God!
This is an
Possibly
email.
possible.
Don't tease me.
This is, by the
Don't
way,
tease me.
everybody get your confusion hats.
Oh,
We're going to need them in a second. All right, here we go. This is from,
Can we make hats that just say confusion on them, and then we're like a
Yeah.
hat of confusion? and
yes,
put it on
everybody
our
needs
heads?
that would be amazing.
Yeah.
We got to talk to some people. We got a lot of talking to people to do.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We got to talk to so many people.
All right,
those
this is from Reese.
Maurice?
This is from Reese.
Oh, Reese.
Yeah.
Witherspoon?
No, not so
Time
much.
travel, Reese.
Reese peanut butter cups?
Terminator.
Reese peanut butter cups. Reese's Pieces?
Yeah.
Yes. It's actually Reese Feces, which is a horrible
No.
name, but all right, here we go.
Reese monkeys?
Dear Allison, Alex,
Rhesus
and
monkeys.
Super Volcano.
Yes, hi.
Long-time
Reese.
listener, first-time emailer.
Yay.
I knew the podcast before it was on Nerdist, #hipster.
Yeah.
Ah.
Which is awesome, by the way. So
Old
glad
school.
it's on Nerdist now. I missed
Yeah.
a whole chunk of the podcast when I recently started a new job, but suddenly forgot to enjoy myself in my downtime. I'm catching up by listening to this episode, to all the episodes I missed in reverse.
Oh.
Newest, first, oldest, last.
Wow.
Proves to be an interesting way to listen. I listen on my drive to and from work. This is not necessarily
Nice.
the best decision. When I laugh or smile too hard, my eyes disappear behind my cheeks, and
Aw.
I go temporarily blind.
Aw, do you have those
No
adorable
worries.
gnome cheeks?
I'm surviving so far. Amazing.
great.
We're gonna make her laugh, and she's gonna squint
Is
and
this
then
a woman?
crash. Yeah.
Oh, Reese a woman. Yay.
Reese, a woman?
I guess Reese Witherspoon's a woman. For
Yeah.
some reason,
What?
but I hear
Yeah.
the name Reese and I think it's a guy.
Because of
It's a
Terminator.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bam.
good call.
He knows. We
You
just
guys-
fist pumped.
Yep.
I had
No,
to
you
say
didn't
it.
fist pump. You fist
Melee.
bumped.
Really? I called it. Oh, right. This is the
Fist bump is what they do on the Jersey Shore.
Got it.
It's
fist
like
bump
with
is
a
a hidden.
fist bump,
I always
yeah.
call it fist pump. I don't know. Anyway,
Nope, you're wrong.
Below is a link to an article I came across, and I thought half hour should talk about this.
Well, we
so
are
I'm sending
about
it in.
to.
Yeah.
Thank you, Reese.
A step closer to time travel. What does it mean? possibly discuss and reveal all the answers. I trust you. You're scientists?
Yeah, we are.
Thanks for all the laughs. You're great, Reese. Okay.
Thanks, Reese.
Thanks, Reese.
All right. Alex, I just had this weird feeling that you're not recording the episode. Can you check and make sure you're recording?
Yes. It's being recorded.
Great. Okay. I don't know why I had this fear all of
Hey.
a sudden where I was like,
I am happy that you checked. I mean, you asked me to check and then I checked. It's better than being like, that was great. All right, see you later.
Exactly.
See you next week. And then tomorrow I'm like,
hey guys, can you come back over? And
I'm just going to post 45 minutes of air
Yeah.
of me just going,
Ew.
yeah, that'd be really bad. Okay.
Okay, what's going on with time
Here's
travel?
the story. Time runs like sin film.
What
And
does that mean?
you are trapped forever in each moment, physicists say.
What is sin film? Can you spell that word?
Yeah, CINE.
Oh,
Sign.
No, cine, like a cinema.
There's no
Cine-
A, right? Isn't the A the cinna?
No.
Cine?
Cinema.
Cine.
No, cinema is CENEMA.
Yeah, but I think it's
So that's
technically pronounced cinema.
Cinema. Well, whatever. But cinefilm. You're saying we're stuck in...
It's all right. Time. Let me just get into it. It'll make sense.
All right.
It's just a title. I'm not a scientist.
Yeah, but
I'm a scientist.
9 times out of 10,
All right.
you read a title, and I literally don't know the words coming out of your mouth.
Right, but that's because it's bad titling.
All right.
Here we go.
It's a title.
Time throughout the universe is like a giant flicker
Bless you.
book.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Flicker book?
Flicker book, which can be broken into
Wait, but
an
people can't
almost
see what you just
infinite
did.
number. They know what that means.
All right.
An almost infinite number of separate moments.
Okay.
Scientists say. So prior to this theory,
Okay.
scientists believed and physicists believed that time was a like flowing linear constant.
Yeah.
What they're now theorizing
God.
is that it's not actually a constant, but it is definitive length moments
Okay.
that we experience like film.
Yeah.
Film is 24
Frames
moments
per second.
every second.
Yeah.
But while we watch it, we perceive it as a consistent, flowing, uninterrupted thing.
Right. By the way, do you know why it's 24 frames per second?
Doesn't it have to do with the human eye?
Yeah. It takes...
No, but the human eye is 30 frames a second or 60 frames a second.
No. There is a reason. Yes, yeah. There. It's the way that it's the amount of time it takes the light to travel from the front of your eye to your brain and register. It's like a fraction of a second, but that's why television looks different than film. The way you play with how many frames your eye sees makes it look different. So film being 24 frames per second gives it that cool film look.
Yeah, well, that's definitely that's why when
Yeah.
you see like TV stuff and it's shot at like, which by the way is another reason why I hate that.
Motion flow.
Fuck you, motion
We talked
flow.
about that. Didn't we save a lot of people by talking about motion flow on
Yeah,
this podcast?
and how to turn it off at your parents' house.
Yeah.
Like save your parents.
Motion flow,
Turn off motion
auto,
flow.
whatever.
Auto adjust.
Yeah.
Cinema speed.
Yeah.
All that's bullshit.
Yep.
Turn everything off. Anyway, so they came up with this idea that a purely theoretical idea that the shortening of the shortest length of time, because before time was just a constant thing,
Right.
So you couldn't say like, well, the shortest length of time, it's infinitely short. You could keep having it, as they say.
Yeah.
Well, they theorized that the amount that the shortest amount of time possible is an infinitesimally small Planck constant, or Planck constant,
No,
which is based on
PLANCK. right?
Max Planck,
yeah.
or Planck,
I said Planck.
whatever,
Yeah.
Planck, tomato, mind.
What is Planck's constant again?
It doesn't say. It's very small, infinitesimally small. But here's the thing: there's now this research that was carried out at the University of Waterloo and the University of Lethbridge in Canada, and one in Egypt, that believes that the minimum unit, the smallest unit of time, is actually much bigger than the Planck constant or the Planck constant. And so that they basically say, we think that there is we will be able to find out what the smallest moment of time,
Like a millionth of a second or whatever.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But that we will be able to set it
Yeah.
and say that's it. But then that would allow us to precisely calculate when certain things are happening in the past or in the future. Because rather than it being this constant just flow,
Yeah.
it actually is a calculable.
You can say I need
moment.
to go back to October 23rd
Right.
in 1984 or
And
whatever
you could
year
actually
it was
do the
that they
mathematic.
did it in.
You could actually do the mathematical calculations to see how many time units back that actually would be.
Right.
But the crazy thing is now they're theorizing that we are existing in each of those moments perpetually.
Right.
But that we
Yeah.
are perceiving it as
our own
flowing.
one linear
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But that we are at any given moment, we're just seeing the sliver.
Like when you take a cell from a film, like the one I just got
Right.
in my Star Wars Loot crate.
Crate?
Yeah, when you take that cell, like that image is perpetually existing in that cell.
Right. And so
Right.
that they're starting to theorize that that's how time works.
Weird.
Oh, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that we're all in each of those moments at every given time, but
Yeah.
that we as a human being perceive it as flowing.
Still okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Nuts balls.
We needed more booze for this conversation.
I know. I feel like I was a little too sober.
Smart.
Right.
I don't know about that, but sober.
Yeah.
I mean, look, anything that can get us to time travel,
We're down with it.
yeah,
Right.
we are down with.
But,
So
like,
have you
it's-
heard the
what?
theory, the time travel theory
No.
of the fact that the reason why the reason why we've never seen anybody who's like from the future, besides fucking crazy people,
Right. Dude,
is because the way that time travel could function
Right.
is that you can only ever go back to a time where time travel exists.
Oh,
like
kinda like the-
Primer.
Like Primer, yeah.
What-
So basically,
We've
like
talked about Primer on the show before, right?
probably.
Everyone should absolutely watch Primer. My buddy David Sullivan is one of the leads in it. It was a film
That's
that
great.
won, I think, the 2007
Sundance or something.
Audience
Or-
Award at Sundance
yeah.
or something like that. It's so good.
Yeah, it's really good.
But the idea is they can only travel back in time to when they've primed the machine.
kind of
Right.
like Quantum Leap.
Yeah.
He could only go back to any point in his life. I think wasn't that?
That's definitely not true because he would go back to like the 40s and the
Yeah.
He's an old guy.
Yeah. Again, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But no, so that's one of the big theories of time travel. Is the reason why we haven't seen time travelers is
'Cause we
because
haven't
time
invented
travel
time
hasn't
travel yet.
invented. But the moment time travel is invented, essentially some dude could be like, knock, knock, knock. Hey, what's up? It's me from the future.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, what would you do? Like, if you could go back in time, is there any single thing that you can think of in your life that you'd be like,
That you
I
would
would like
change?
to warn myself, or
God,
you know what I mean?
it's so hard because I
And-
do,
and
I
only
do
one.
feel like all the big fuck ups in my life
Yeah.
have led to me really learning and changing.
True.
Yeah.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? I don't think I could take one of those out and then still be the same person.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So you would not change anything.
I just need more time to think about that.
Yeah. Well, hey, now that time machines exist,
Yeah.
you can have all the time in the
I
world.
know.
Tom, any moments that you'd be like,
Jeez,
eh.
man. No, I agree with Allison. I've always thought that too. It's like, I'm pretty happy the way I am now.
Yeah.
And I messed up a lot, but it got me here. So yeah, I don't think no.
Yeah.
Ah,
I think for me, I might go back and be like, seriously, dude, you should buy a lot of Microsoft stock right now and just keep it. You know what I mean? Like,
Really? Microsoft and not Apple.
well, Microsoft up to a point. I mean, but Microsoft, you could buy Microsoft way before you could purchase Apple.
Well, right, but there was I feel like we talked about this on the show, but this was maybe not even a year ago.
Plus, if you're a guy who buys, and then I'll get back.
Okay.
But if you're a guy that buys Microsoft back when Microsoft was like just coming out,
Yeah.
and then keeps it for a long time and then sells it, you're not going to get any insider trading dings from the SEC. Whereas if I go, well, I know that like Apple stock is going to go IPO at whatever,
Yeah.
and I get to get in, and then it goes crazy, and then I sell. Maybe I knew something.
Right.
So it's like that's
makes
the way
sense.
that you can use time
So-
travel without
so
being
here's
a
the
guy who
thing.
like wins the lottery.
When the iPod came out, it was something like $347 or something like that.
Right. That sounds about right.
Yeah, if you had actually just invested that $347 into Apple stock,
Yeah.
10 years later you would have made like 20 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah, or something.
I'm talking
like
about
that.
like 20 mil.
Well, no. But that's why I'm saying why not Apple stock then?
about this.
Well, yeah. I mean,
That was just the
It could be.
article's
Yeah.
example.
so anyway, so yeah, I
Yeah.
would maybe do something like that, but not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
But here,
Change times.
what everyone talks about is going back and killing Hitler, like the worst person our modern world has ever really known.
Yeah.
But
Sorry, I was thinking about what I would do now.
Our
I got something.
our planet would be so significantly different, and we don't know what that outcome would be.
That is one of the
I'm
big...
not saying I'm opposed to it.
No.
It's just like you just don't know what that would do.
Well, yeah, and that's the big sort of thing. The big thing is, what if the ramifications of doing a little something and we have no idea how it's going to change.
Butterfly effect.
Yes.
The Ashton Kutcher movie, The Butterfly Effect.
The Ashton Kutcher effect.
I would go back and punch AIDS in the face. Stop AIDS.
Stop.
How would
AIDS.
you would like find the one AIDS monkey?
I would know what to do.
But then
Patient-
then
patient
we would
1 or
never
0?
get Rent the musical.
See?
That's
Look
my
at these
reason for doing it.
ramifications. Look at these ramifications. Oh my God, that's so fucking funny.
I know.
Yeah, I wonder what. Yeah, there's always these ramifications that you don't
I
even
feel
know
like
about.
if I could time travel, I'd rather go to the future.
Jeez.
You wouldn't have rent. Yeah, go to the future.
Go to the future.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I want to see what the future is going to be like.
Yeah, but then what if it's like Tomorrowland, where you go to the future and it's just a desolate wasteland, and you're like, I don't know how it happened.
Did
I
you
don't know
see
what.
Tomorrowland?
So there's
I did.
Wow.
Did you not?
No, you're like literally the only human being I
Here's
know
the
who saw
thing.
Tomorrowland.
The reason why I saw
saw it.
Tomorrowland was because I was like, it can't be that bad. And then I saw it and I was like, there's actually some really fun stuff
Yeah.
in it. I mean, it's a mess.
Yeah.
Right.
But there's some fun. I mean, going in knowing this
You
is a
thought it was
mess.
gonna be terrible,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like, there's some fun stuff. The whole house sequence.
Yeah. Brad Pitt's a good director sometimes.
Yeah, dude, the whole house sequence was fantastic. I kind of like. I love this concept. Actually, it's very moon basey. It's this
like
concept.
our moon base?
Yeah, it's a the
Our
whole
moon base on the
concept
moon?
on the moon
With the
that
Circle
one.
K?
With the Circle K
And the Sextopia?
and Sextopia.
Yes.
We're not even gonna have it be a red light district. It's a full on blue light
Sextopia.
district.
Who am I
Everybody
having
can go
sex
there.
with? Channing Tatum? Was that who I said I was going to have sex with?
I think it was Channing Tatum.
All right, cool.
All right, I'll stick with that.
Totally watched Magic Mike 2 this week. What?
Hey!
No, Magic Mike XXL, I should have said.
I was gonna say, and this is the first time you've seen Magic Mike
Yeah.
XXL.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like
yeah.
that's a day and date
No,
for
I mean,
Allison.
I saw the original Magic Mike.
Yeah.
But it took me a while to see Magic Mike XXL. Talk about them. They were like, how do we want to make a movie that has a lot of like awesome, sexy dance scenes.
Yeah.
Let's figure out a plot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The plot of the movie is literally like male entertainers going on a road trip.
Amazing.
And then dancing in various locations.
It's like the unfunny Zoolander.
yeah.
Like they just get in the car and go like gas shopping.
yeah.
Like fill up their tank.
Yeah,
Say hi to
basically.
people, get fuzzies.
But you know what? The dancing is fucking awesome.
I can only imagine. That is literally what that movie is
Oh
about.
my gosh. Yeah.
Steven Soderbergh. I love Steven Soderbergh's just sort of like,
Well, he didn't direct this one.
no, I know, but I
Yeah.
mean, the first one, he's like,
Yeah.
let's just make a movie about male strippers.
Well,
and every
that's-
woman in the world was like, finally!
Yeah. But that's Channing Tatum's actual story.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But then it's just like, let's just franchise this shit.
Yeah.
This is Thunder from Down Under. The new.
What? I know.
But by the way, you better believe there's going to be themed Magic Mike male
there
shows
better
at,
be.
in Vegas.
Yep.
And if they haven't already, you're welcome, Steven Soderbergh.
Yeah, there you go.
I
There
love
you go.
giving people
All right, should we
ideas.
do one more story?
Yeah. What are we doing? Okay.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah?
All right. Okay. So we talked about Dyson spheres
Yeah.
Oh,
and this
wow.
weird
What?
area where we were like, what? We don't know what's going on
Wait,
now.
you have to refresh my memory. I don't remember what
So
a
the Dyson sphere.
is.
So remember we did that story. Might have even been last week about the. Don't.
The alien star thing. We're like, what is that weird flickering around?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
distant
Got it.
flame?
You guys have to remember that I'm drunk every episode, so I don't remember what the
Okay.
fuck we talk. Like literally, people ask me what the podcast is about, and I'm like, we talk about the random stuff on the internet. They're like what? I'm like, and the only story I remember,
You're like wine.
the only story I remember is the Russian guy who drank too
Oh,
much
yeah.
vodka and died, ended
And
up
then
in the
came back
morgue,
to
and
the
then
party.
came back to the party.
I love that. That is
Yeah.
so great.
Okay,
so,
Dyson sphere.
So the
Yep.
whole concept was we found this star that was flashing erratically.
Right.
And we were like, what is that? And they kept trying to think of like what could possibly make it flash erratically.
Right.
And one of the theories that actually would fit, and it's the only sort of working theory that can fit because the last one was a comet and they finally disproved that.
Right.
So this one, the last sort of existing theory is it's an alien megastructure being built.
Right.
And the concept was it's a Dyson sphere, which is the whole thing of you build a sphere around the outside of a star.
And then you suck the
and then
power out of
you-
it.
Or just harness.
Harness.
is a little bit better than
Harness
suck the power out
the
of it.
energy of the sun.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally. Like
Right.
harness, full on harness.
Yeah.
Like skip the whole, it's got to come to Earth before. It's like we just had this long cable
Yes.
going from the sun to the Earth.
Right.
And it's just constant. We just
Yeah.
got the energies.
All right,
Which,
cool.
by the way, we got to start doing because I think that's a great idea. Anyway, now
Now. Yeah.
They have just announced
Okay.
mystery repeating radio signal discovered
What?
emanating from unknown cosmic source.
What?
Wow.
Yes.
A radio signal.
Oh my
Radio
gosh.
repeating.
Repeating.
You guys.
Oh, as in they're trying to send a message.
Don't
Yeah.
know.
An SOS.
No idea.
Or like,
It is.
what's up, Earthlings?
So repeating signals coming from a mysterious source far beyond the Milky Way have been discovered by scientists.
Wait, what website is this?
It always turns out to be some interference or something, Alex.
IBT Times UK. It's in
What?
UK magazine.
All right.
I will be the skeptic here. It's going to be garbage. It's nothing.
Garbage.
No. But listen
Wait
to this.
for it.
Listen to this.
Tom, wait for it.
While one-off fast radio bursts, or FRBs, have been detected in the past, this
Okay.
is the first time multiple signals have been detected coming from the same place in space.
All right.
By the way, this just dropped like 2 days ago.
Okay.
Fact.
V'ger.
V'ger. So FRBs are radio signals from deep space
Yep.
that last just a few milliseconds. Since their discovery over a decade ago, scientists have been searching for more to try to understand where they come from. At present, several theories as what they could be, with most involving some cataclysmic event, right? So like supernova or a
Right.
neutron star collapses into a black hole, these fast radio waves
Zip out. Yeah.
And we hear them, we're like, oh shit, what was that?
Yeah.
But those are not repeating. is what you're saying.
Never repeating.
me.
Gotcha.
Never repeating.
Oh.
All of the events seen so far have appeared to be one-offs,
Okay.
with
Okay.
subsequent observations failing to find follow-up bursts
Okay.
coming from the same position as the origin. However, an international team of researchers has now discovered an additional 10 bursts
Ooh.
coming from the same section of space.
Yes.
Wow. How do we decode these? What do they mean? Like if it's a radio frequency or
Well, they're
something, what
super
is
fast. They're
it?
fast burst radio frequency, so it's like milliseconds.
Okay.
Radio burst, radio burst, radio burst.
What if it was never gonna give you up, never gonna
you're like,
let
oh,
you
man.
down?
Actually, you know, the
Fucking
funny thing
space
is,
just rickrolled us.
literally that could happen, because theoretically, if something bounces back
Yeah.
at the exact like direction and it hits us again, it could very well be
Us.
something we sent out.
Yeah, and we're like, we've rickrolled ourselves.
That's actually
That's
good.
what
That's a
Damn
that's a
it.
good movie. A good
There you
concept for a
go.
movie.
There you
It's
go.
like Contact, but then you just find out it's us the entire time.
Yeah.
And well, it's kind of a
Just a big joke on
disappointing
ourselves.
movie. Yeah.
It would be more like Twilight Zone.
Yes.
Like we find contact, the world implodes, and like everyone.
everybody thinks
Yeah,
it's
there's-
aliens, and
yeah,
then a thing
exactly.
comes up, and it's like, sandwich ready at McDonald's window too.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
like, "Damn,
exactly.
that's the radio wave that came back.
Shit.
Was somebody's drive-through
You
order
guys,
at McDonald's?
What if we're like jokingly chronicling mankind's
Oh my
experience
lord!
of contacting first contact?
That would be
Yeah.
now that's a movie,
Right? Like
the
what
idiot podcasters that joke around about the beginnings of the end of the world due to alien
Yeah, but
takeover.
somehow combined all the right articles
Ooh,
into us realizing that there's something happening out there.
yeah, that's a little bit like the conspiracy theory. Wasn't that a movie called The Conspiracy Theory?
I'm sure there was,
With
but I don't
Mel
know what you're talking
Gibson
about.
and
Yeah,
Julian
yeah,
Roberts.
Yeah.
Where like he's a crazy conspiracy theorist, but he stumbles into the right one,
Right.
And then everybody tries to kill him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
What
love
if that's
it.
us?
What
Shit.
if that's us?
We
What
can
if-
never leave the garage.
Oh.
Heather, bring more wine.
And guns.
And guns.
All the guns.
Just remember, it's the half-hour happy hour with Alex and Allison. I had nothing to do with this.
Sounds like my name is not on this project.
Amazing. All right, people. I think
that
that's
it?
enough.
Yeah.
That's enough science
Yeah.
for 1 week.
Wait,
Science
I have
out.
one question.
Shoot.
Did the Oakland Raiders survive this past week?
Survive what?
Us talking about them.
Oh, they did. Yeah.
Well,
hey,
you know,
no news
I-
is good.
okay,
Good
great.
news with Gary Gnu.
Wonderful. We still have an Oakland Raiders team.
Yeah, this is great.
We're
that
slowly,
was literally
we're
confused me.
chronicling mankind's journey to first
slow
contact.
demise into first contact.
You guys are going to buy Loot Crates, www.lootcrate.com/HH, and use the code HH for a
Bam.
discount.
I'm going to use the code HH
You guys
right
are
now.
going to come see us at WonderCon.
WonderCon.
On March 25th at 9 p.m. That's a
Dude.
Friday at 9 p.m. Come have a few drinks.
Hayslip's got the facts on the show.
I do. I'm just
Alcohol opens
Allison
up for
Fax
brains.
Hayslip.
Hey, Allison
That's
Fax
what they call me.
Hayslip, how do I get contact with this
Hey, guess
show?
what? If you want to email us and tell us how much you love us or how much you don't love us or how much we're wrong about all the stuff we talk about, do it.
We take criticism.
Why not? Email us at halfhourhappyhourfans@gmail.com.
Very good.
You can follow us on Twitter, halfhourhappyhr. And I think that. And subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, through Nerdist, all the fun little podcast apps.
Yeah,
They should carry us. I'm pretty sure we're up there.
I think so.
The Half Hour Happy Hour with Allison and Alex. Tell your friends about it. It's amusing.
I love it.
Yeah, there you go. All right, well, that's it for this week's show. What do we say? That's it.
What is?
God, I was going
who
so
are
well.
you? Who are you?
Oh, yeah. That's it for this week's edition of the Half Hour Happy Hour with Allison and Alex. I'm Allison Hayslip.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. With us through this whole process
Has been.
was the man,
Yes.
Thank you.
the myth, the legend, Tom Supervolcano Krajewski.
And we will see you.
We'll see you guys
We'll see you at
next week.
WonderCon. I mean,
Next
and then
week.
next week. But
Next
then
week.
WonderCon.
Next week. WonderCon's not yet.
week.
Next week.
I love everybody.
Bye.
Now leaving Nerdist.com.